Hey everybody. My wife and I recently visited Boston for a few days, and while we were there, we wanted to walk on the Black Heritage Trail. It is mostly in the Beacon Hill district of Boston, and this is a trail that the National Park Service has some information on, but it is not well marked, and it is one that you kind of have to know what the street addresses are. Um, Many of these sites are now private homes, and they did not want plaques and things on their houses in order to let the public know where these places were. But if you get the information and you know the addresses, you can find them. We did that, and we'll share the information that we learned about these places in the video. So it's a nice neighborhood, a lot of history there, and we hope you enjoy this video.
Number 1. Robert Gould Shaw and Massachusetts 54th Regiment Memorial. The Colonel, Robert Gould Shaw, and Massachusetts 54th Regiment Memorial commemorates one of the first black fighting units to serve in the American Civil War. Through their bravery at Fort Wagner, the 54th helped erode Northern public opposition to the use of black soldiers and inspired the enlistment of more than 180,000 African Americans during the war. To honor the memory of the 54th, Bostonians commissioned Augustus St. Gaudens to create this stunning memorial, which is considered among the finest pieces of American art. Since its dedication in 1897, the monument has served as a powerful place for the military to honor its legacy, as well as an inspiration and gathering space for artists and activists alike. National leaders such as Harriet Tubman and Colin Powell have participated at events here, and the memorial continues to provoke and engage people from across the city, nation, and world. Number 2. George Middleton House, now a private residence. Built in 1787, this structure is one of the oldest standing homes on Beacon Hill. George Middleton, 1735 to 1815, one of the original owners, led the Bucks of America, a local black militia during the American Revolution. After the war, he became an activist and community leader, helping found the African Society and serving as the third Grand Master of the Prince Hall Masons. By establishing and serving in these early local institutions, Middleton and others in his generation helped lay the foundation for the larger abolitionist and equal rights movements to come in the 1800s and beyond. Number 3. Phillips School, now a private residence. Built in 1824 and considered one of the finest schools in Boston, the Phillips School educated only white students until 1855. Black students attended the underfunded and overcrowded Abiel Smith School on nearby Joy Street. In response to this disparity in education, black activists and their allies launched a long and successful effort to integrate the public schools, which occurred in 1855 through an act of the legislature. With the passage of this law, Massachusetts became the first state to prohibit public school segregation, and the Phillips School became one of the first integrated schools in the city. Number 4. John J. Smith House, now a private residence. Born free in Richmond, Virginia, John J. Smith, 1820 to 1906, moved to Boston in the 1840s. A leading community activist, Smith operated a barbershop that became a center for abolitionist activity. His shop also reportedly served a rendezvous point for secret councils that offered protection and assistance to those escaping slavery on the Underground Railroad. Smith played a crucial role in helping Shadrach Minkins escape from slave catchers in Boston. He and Lewis Hayden secretly took Minkins to a safe house in Concord in February 1851, following Minkins' rescue from the courthouse. Smith and his wife, Georgiana, also participated in the equal school rights movement in the 1850s. During the U.S. Civil War, Smith recruited for the Black Massachusetts Regiments and 5th Cavalry. He later served in the Massachusetts House of Representatives for 3 terms and on the Boston Common Council. Smith lived here from 1878 to 1893. Number 5. Charles Street Meeting House now houses many private offices and businesses. Built in 1807, the Charles Street Meeting House originally served as the home of the Third Baptist Church. Like most Boston churches at the time, Third Baptist enforced racially segregated seating. In 1836, Timothy Gilbert, a white abolitionist, challenged the church's policy by inviting several of his African-American friends to sit in his pew. Expelled for his actions, Gilbert founded the first Free Baptist Church, also known as Tremont Temple, considered the first integrated church in Boston. In 1876, Third Baptist sold the building to the First African Methodist Episcopal Church. Known thereafter as the Charles Street AME Church, it became the largest of Boston's 5 black churches at the time. When the church moved to Warren Street in Roxbury in 1939, Charles Street AME Church became the last black institution to leave Beacon Hill. Throughout its history, the Charles Street Meeting House served as a space for social activism. During abolition, anti-slavery leaders held lectures and meetings. At the end of the 1800s, women's suffragists of the Massachusetts Woman Suffrage Association held suffrage meetings to encourage support among the black community. In 1895, black club women held a special meeting at the end of the First National Conference of Colored Women of America to establish a national organization that laid the foundation for the National Association of Colored Women's Clubs. As the neighborhood changed in the 1900s, the meeting house became a safe space for members of the gay, lesbian, and bisexual community. Number 6. Lewis and Harriet Hayden House, now a private residence. After escaping from slavery in Kentucky, Lewis Hayden, 1811 to 1889, and his wife Harriet, 1816 to 1893, settled in Boston on the north slope of Beacon Hill. They soon established their home as the most active Underground Railroad safe house in the city, sheltering scores of documented freedom seekers. The famous fugitive couple, William and Ellen Craft, stayed with the Haydens while in Boston. Freedom seekers arriving in the city found that Boston's tightly knit free black community provided support and a welcome sanctuary as they began their new lives. The passage of the 1850 Fugitive Slave Law brought the threat of slave catchers, forcing William and Ellen Craft to flee to England to ensure their safety. Lewis also played a prominent role in the courthouse rescue of Shadrach Minkins in 1851 and the attempted rescue of Anthony Burns in 1854 after they had been arrested under the Fugitive Slave Law. During the U.S. Civil War, Lewis worked as a recruiter for the 54th Massachusetts Infantry Regiment and later served as a state legislator in the Massachusetts General Court. The Lewis and Harriet Hayden House is listed as a site on the National Underground Railroad Network to Freedom. Number 7. John Coburn House, now a private residence. A prominent clothing dealer and community activist, John Coburn, 1811 to 1873, served as treasurer of the New England Freedom Association, an organization dedicated to helping people escape from slavery. Authorities arrested, though later acquitted, Coburn for his alleged role in the courthouse rescue of Shadrach Minkins, the first person seized in Boston under the 1850 Fugitive Slave Law. Coburn also co-founded the Massasoit Guards, a black military company and precursor to the 54th Regiment. Number 8. Smith Court Residences, now private residences. The 6 homes that comprise the Smith Court Residences house multiple families and boarders and provide a window into the family life, occupations, and activism of African Americans in 1800s Boston. For example, clothing dealer James Scott, as well as historian and education activist William Cooper Nell, lived at 3 Smith Court. Both sheltered freedom seekers at this Underground Railroad safe house. William Cooper Nell, born December 16, 1816, and raised in the free black community of Beacon Hill, William Cooper Nell became one of Boston's most influential and respected community leaders. Much of his life centered on and around Smith C. Ort. As a student, he attended school at the African Meeting House. Both he and his parents organized and participated in community meetings there as well. He dedicated years of his life to closing the segregated Smith School on the corner of Smith Court and Joy Street. He resided at 3 Smith Court for most of the 1850s, where he sheltered fugitives from slavery. While living there, Nell also wrote and published one of the earliest books on African American history. Number 9. Abiel Smith School. The Abiel Smith School opened in 1835, the first building erected for the sole purpose of housing a black public school. Teachers taught primary and grammar school children who became accomplished poets and scholars, influential activists, community leaders, and successful business owners. The school also housed adult evening classes on subjects such as writing, arithmetic, and penmanship. Overcrowded and underfunded, the Smith School also provided a focal point in the black community's struggle for equal school rights in 1800s Boston. Number 10. African Meeting House, currently a museum open to the public. The African Meeting House opened in 1806 and is the oldest surviving black church structure in the nation. Built by a small but powerful free African American community, it served as a church, school, and gathering place for political activism and cultural life. Through meetings and events, the Meeting House hosted giants of the anti-slavery, women's rights, and civil rights movements of the 1800s, including Frederick Douglass, Maria Stewart, Sarah Grimke, William Lloyd Garrison, and William Cooper Nell. Widely known as the Black Faneuil Hall, it hosted numerous community meetings of activist organizations, such as the Massachusetts General Colored Association, the New England Anti-Slavery Society, and the New England Freedom Association.